Christmas, 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 Christmas. Hello and welcome, it's Christmas. I wanted to make this video because I'm so excited for Christmas this year, and the weather has been so unseasonal that I've kind of had to force myself into Christmas, but in doing that I've gotten really excited about Christmas. So I'm going to take you on a tour of my Christmas decorations in my apartment, and I'm also going to go through some of my favorite Christmas music for the year. If you're not into Christmas music, I don't know what happened in your life and I'm really sorry about it, but I have just a ton of favorites that I need you to also love, because this is it's a communal time, you know? You gotta do these things together. So also, it's my first vlog with my short hair, so you can all congratulate me on that if you want to. Fave Christmas albums. My friend Loanna made this Christmas album back in 2008, and it is the most magical thing in the history of the universe. It's called Loanna Wallace Hymns and Carols. You can find it on iTunes. I'm not kidding. You will not regret it. It's phenomenal. Tony Bennett, the Christmas album, Snowfall. It's just like a comforting classic jazz album that's not so jazzy that you can't relate to it or that you're frustrated by it, but also Tony Bennett's crooner voice is just you just want to eat it up, you know? Though he is probably to blame for the introduction of my favorite things from The Sound of Music into anybody's Christmas music repertoire. That is not a Christmas song. I don't know. I don't honestly understand where that came from, but it is incorrect and we need to put an end to it. A few years ago, this compilation disc came out, Holidays Rule. It features Fun, The Shins, Rufus Wainwright, The Civil Wars, Paul McCartney, La Bamba, Fruit Brothers, Fruit Bats, Punch Brothers, The Head and the Heart, Andrew Bird. It is an amazing compilation. The Head and the Heart's What Are You Doing New Year's Eve is one of my favorite songs, and I end up listening to it on repeat for half an hour every year. It's so good. Check it out. I don't know wherever you get your music. Hey, with Apple Music now, you can check these out and you don't even have an excuse. She and Him Christmas. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that thing. And it comes with a holiday card with their faces on it. Zoe and Matt being all beautiful. Best wishes for your happiness this holiday season. Matt and Zoe. Apparently, the vinyl of this album is red, which would be real nice. Sufjan Stevens' Songs for Christmas is life. It is a collection of 5 discs with, let me do this math, 52 songs. 52 songs. When I lived in Newfoundland, I was the first time that I listened to this album, and that was a very weird 4 months of my life, because Newfoundland is a very weird place for a girl from the prairies to move. But in the end of my semester, in writing all my papers and doing all my studying and everything, just listened to because I didn't own this yet, a playlist of this on YouTube, and my roommates bought me this for Christmas. It was really nice and really cute, but it was so comforting, and it's so beautiful, and if you've never listened to the Carpenters, which you probably haven't, because I have a feeling they don't really have a huge fan base anymore, but they did a lot of orchestral arranging with their songs, and so they're so classic. They were a brother and sister that made music in the time of Lawrence Welk, and I just love them so much. And Karen Carpenter has one of the most classic voices you're ever gonna hear, and she died of anorexia, and it's very sad, and I spent 45 minutes on her Wikipedia page reading about it, and then looking at pictures from her toward her death, and it was just depressing as all get out. But I feel it makes the music more meaningful now, because her music is so beautiful and so touching, but she was struggling so much that I just feel there's something connective with that. I feel that's with any any artist that dies younger is just like, what were they experiencing while I was enjoying their work and their art? That's too deep. Bing Crosby, Merry Christmas. Oh, I remember finding this at Salvation Army or Value Village or something secondhanded and thinking that it was just the luckiest find in the world. This is one of my most favorite classic albums, Christmas albums that I listen to every single year. Look at that little face. And Bing Crosby stars in Holiday Inn and White Christmas, which I also watch every single year because they are just so amazing. Because they're staples and classics, and it would not be a holiday without them. I grew up in the, era of Christian music artists, and I saw many very famous Christian music artists in concert in my very early years when we lived in Portland. And while I did not see Larnell in concert, he is in the same era as the people, Steve Green, Sandy Patty, that I did see in concert. And this album is just I can hear the opening swell of the music into Go Tell It on the Mountain, and my heart just so much happens when I hear that in my head. Deliciousness. So, I've put links down to my favorite songs from these albums in the description, so you should check that out. For sure, listen to Merry Christmas, Darling by the Carpenters and Sweet Little Jesus Boy by Larnell. Just ugh, too much, guys, too much. Okay, let's go on a little tour of my apartment, which I don't think I've ever really shown before. It's been seen, obviously, but I haven't shown it in any sort of intentional way. Let's go. Inside, here is my apartment. It smells like the thing I'm cooking, and it smells delicious. This guy is my Christmas card hanger. When I used to work at the library, I would get a lot of Christmas cards from kids and patrons and stuff because I'm very popular. And I found this you just ribbon, top it with something. I'm gonna improve that. And then I got these giant paper clips at Staples, and it's just such a nice way. And Christmas cards are always so pretty that I just feel I want to put them on display. So these are the ones I'm sending out this year. Cute. Last year I bought these gold bows to make a video, and there was 15 of them in a pack, so I put them literally all over my apartment. They're gracing this lampshade to make it look cute and festive, which it does. This is really the focal point of the apartment. I have my 2D Christmas tree, which is particularly beautiful this year. Here is an ornament featuring a very young Stephen Ellich, my father. This is one of my favorites that I've had for many years. This tiny elf and this tiny Santa are also hilarious and adorable. This mini I found for the first time this year in a box, which I can't even believe that I didn't know that was there before. My train, classic. Hannah, 1989. I got that on my third Christmas. That would have been 2.5. Here I have strung lights and ornaments on string between some cords that are going around my doorway and this pole that I'm pretty sure has something to do with water. And it is so lovely. And when I got my Christmas greens yesterday and I cut them up, I cut small pieces so that I could hang them in between the ornaments. This is from childhood, this is from childhood, this was a gift, this was a gift. I don't know whose that is. This little guy with the adorable mouse on it is from 1990. Every year I hang it, I'm paranoid that it's gonna fall down and break because they're very heartbreaking. It's a bit of a bummer to shoot this in the daytime because you can't see the effect of the lights that are within these little geometric orbs. But I hung some paper stars that I did not make. Let's put that out there in between some of the lights to make it more Christmassy, because I think I'll keep those up year round. And then I put some, you know, Christmas greens around my gorgeous succulent, which, just look at that thing. It's so nice. Oh, gorgeous. So that's it. I hope you guys have the best Christmas season. I have 3 Christmas parties in the next 2 weeks, which it's not even December yet, so that's amazing. Anyway, Merry Christmas. We'll probably do something else Christmassy before the year is up. Surprisingly enough, it's still a month away, so maybe when it snows, we'll go and have a little snowy walk. Okay, bye!